Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
Hello, my people. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Sorry, my people, I came online before. I was talking about a video I came across. Actually, I didn't watch that video before I came online. It was just seeing the title, and that was how I went into the video to see what the lady was talking about. Because from the title I saw there, I saw it was written, the title of the video was Umagbanedo. So, in fact, I was being curious and I wanted to know what the video was talking about. And then I met a lady there. So she was talking about Umagbanedo, something, whether prayer house. Yeah, something of such. But actually, I didn't watch that video before I decided to come online before. So, in fact, when I came across this video, for just let's say about my 5 minutes of glancing through it, the reaction I saw there really made me to come out on that first one I did before. Because the way the lady was reacting as if something has gone wrong, in fact, I didn't understand. So that's why I was curious, even to know what was actually going on. Although I didn't spend even more than 5 minutes, like I said there, and I saw that all she was talking about is trying to tell, to tell people that some people came to tell her that there's a group, a club of Umagbanedo, that actually they have a ministry, or she has a ministry, whether she's a prophetess or a pastor, I wouldn't know now because I've not actually gone all throughout the whole video. So what I saw her explaining there so far, although her reaction was so strong that I thought maybe something else was happening, until I came to know about it, that the lady was only talking about they have a prayer ministry called Umagbanedo. So that some people have been calling them that if this summons we did so far from our own Umagbanedo club is from their ministry. So that's actually what the lady was explaining there. But the reaction was somehow, I never even expected that it was something, I thought it was something really, who knows what might be happening. So that was why I did the first video before. So now I just went back and I watched a bit. Let me just say about 15 minutes now. I've not finished the whole video yet. So I said, no, I have to come out to tell her our own Umagbanedo club is not in any way related with our Umagbanedo. According to her, she said her own prayer ministry is called Umagbanedo. So that's why I say, let me come and tell her this Umagbanedo as a club we have here has nothing to do with your ministry, madam. If people keeps calling you, maybe they say they have been summoned. This is a different club entirely from your own ministry. So tell them you are not in any way, which you know. You don't even know how this one came about. Our own club is a movement even. That's what I came out now to explain to you. Okay, that your own Umagbanedo, you can even see from the name that they have two different names. You said your ministry is Umagbanedo ne. And I'm not telling you, madam, our own club here is Umagbanedo. And one thing I want to let you know, before this Umagbanedo has been long, it has been here. Umagbanedo wasn't just founded recently, although I came back to let a kind of put myself as the one that is reopening the group. The group of Umagbanedo has been existing for a very long time now, and it has nothing, like I said, to do with your own ministry. We are groups, seeing the way a lot of things have been going wrong, especially from social media newsers that have been trying to rubbish our own great kingdom, the great Benin kingdom. So that is why I now said, okay, the group has already existed for long, like I said. But seeing the length, these people, the social media newsers, they are taking their nuisance, the level of their stupidity and all that, to say because of social media, because they have become social media newsers, to come and start rubbishing our great land, the great Benin kingdom. That is why I now decided to reopen it. But like I said, Umagbanedo group has long been existing. Umagbanedo club has long been existing. It's not just a club, but also a movement, at least to try to a kind of find a way of stopping the social media nuisance that have been for long now be constituting nuisance towards our great kingdom. But what really got me surprised was your own reaction from your first video I saw on YouTube until I saw the other part of it now in some of these other bloggers' page. So that's why I decided to come to you to explain these things to you, madam. Don't get yourself involved. Anyone that is coming there to tell you they have been summoned by Umagbanedo movement, just tell them, and you know very well, you and I know that our own Umagbanedo here is never and has nothing to do with your own Umagbanedo. And like I said, these are two different pronunciations now. You said your own ministry is Umagbanedo, and ours is a club, Umagbanedo club. So that is it. And another thing I want to explain here is that apart from our own Umagbanedo group that has long existed, just as I've been saying, I have never heard of any Umagbanedo from any part. You are the first person I'm hearing it from, that there's a ministry called Umagbanedo. So that's what's, that's what made me to come out to tell you that nobody should, whatsoever that we are doing in this club of our own Umagbanedo club shouldn't affect anyone. If anyone is coming there to complain or say maybe they have been summoned by so club, just tell them your own prayer house is Umagbanedo, which we can see there's even a slight difference. And also to explain to people, because some people might be thinking that maybe someone came across your ministry before to name this club, or I am even I'm the person now reopening this group because it has existed. It has been existing for long. That is just the truth. It's just because what I've been explaining so far now made me to say, no, I think we have to, a kind of reopen it, because I was making a constant a program on this issue I just explained now, in order to stop some people or some sets of nuisance from the way they have been bringing down our great kingdom. which we never did to them. We never did it to their tribes. Our kingdom is so great for anybody to think he want to toy with because he has, because of his own, the person's own social media nuisance, or social media has caused the person a kind of madness. So that's why we decided to reopen this group. Nobody ever saw your group, your ministry. Another thing I want to add in here quickly, which I even explained in the previous video, because your reaction from the first one, I didn't even watch that up to 5 minutes before I opened my own live video to reply you. So I was explaining there, I'm equally a Christian. The living God that we serve is watching me, being the person coming back to reopen this group now, just because of a program I've been having concerning these issues for a very long period now. So I decided to reopen it with the name that have already existed, that have been existing for long, which has always been Umagbanedo. It's a progressive union, it's a club, and it's also a movement. And we call it Umagbanedo. So when I saw your reactions over the first video I was a kind of perplexed. I said, what could she be shouting about like this? Because we all know that names can be similar. Nobody ever saw your ministry. I am the person, just as I'm explaining now. So it's not maybe I saw it somewhere before, maybe on Google, or from somewhere, or from a ministry, or in anywhere at all. It is God that gave me the inspiration that since this group has long existed, it has been there. I have to come up with the kind of program I was into to a kind of make people to be aware that such a group is still existing. So nobody ever saw it from anywhere, or maybe somebody was trying to copy from anyone here. And like I said, as you can see, your own is Umagbanedo, and ours, as a progressive union, as a club, as a movement, is Umagbanedo. So that's why, yes, good morning. Good morning, my sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's no connection, madam. When I saw you, like I said, I was a kind of, I said, what is happening? Your reactions from the video I saw on YouTube. So, like I said, names, so many things in this world can have similar names, which I mentioned before, as great as the great synagogue church of all nations in Nigeria, founded by Prophet T.B. Joshua. Synagogue church also have other churches called the same synagogue, but just with little differences. So one shouldn't take it just as an example I'm trying to make over here now, that because the synagogue church of all nations in Nigeria is already there, then there's no other synagogue around the world. So that's what I'm trying to explain here now, which I said a little before on my previous video. I was saying that like the synagogue church of all nations, there is still the synagogue also of the republic. There is the synagogue church of Serbia. There is the synagogue church of Hungary. There is the synagogue church of Ukraine. So on and so forth. The synagogue church of Berlin in Germany. The great synagogue church of Florence, which I live in Italy, we call it Firenze in Italy. the Grace Synagogue Church of Florence, Italy. So, madam, as you can see, so names can be similar. That's why I said I think I'll have to take out my time to come back to explain these things very well. Names can be similar. It's not something anyone should take so seriously. So I would advise, if anybody, at least people can see that ours now is a progressive union. We are fighting for the good of our great kingdom, the great Benin Kingdom. Even up to this very extent I'm talking to you now, we've made several of programs because of the way things has been going wrong on social media towards our great kingdom. So we have been on this program for the past 9 to 10 months now that we have been discussing of it before we now thought of bringing out the group of Umagbanedo Club as a progressive union, a registered union, a club and a movement that has been there for people to be aware that this club has been there to fight against things that I've been explaining now. So nobody ever saw from anywhere, this is how these things they are. So if anybody is trying to come to you, at least they could see that a ministry, a church can never be a shrine. This summons they got was from the shrine. Yeah, of course. If these people coming to complain to you, if they really have eyes, they could see that there is a difference between a church and a shrine. So please, I would advise you tell them that you know nothing. And of course, everyone can see that you know nothing about this thing. So it's not anyone will come online to start shouting about. If anyone is out there to advertise his or her ministry, you are free to do that. Because I can't see anything going wrong here. Yours is Umagbanedo ministry. Ours is a progressive union, a club and a movement. Like you said, you pray for the Benin Kingdom also. Exactly, you want the betterment of our land, of the great Benin land. That is equally what we too are doing here. So it shouldn't be an alarm to anyone or maybe a kind of a problem. At least people that they have eyes, they could see that a church is different from a shrine. So it's as simple as that. So please, madam, don't let them rob you with this thing. I didn't say maybe, yeah, of course you done wrong if actually you came out with such a motive to explain to them. But your reaction I saw on YouTube, it was a kind of scaring. Because everyone knows that everything, there is nothing unique, so unique in this world that we are living. Things and places everywhere have similar names. Even people's name. You cannot say because you are called Mary, then if I choose to bear Mary, I can no longer bear Mary. That's how it goes. Even streets, roads, countries, name it. Things have similar names. People have similar names. So I would advise you keep telling these people, if really people are not coming out to complain to you. So that's the only thing you can do, because our club have been existing. Like I said, it has long existed. So there's nothing anyone is going to see about that. And again, the names, there is even slight difference you could see. And nobody even saw that ministry. That's why when I saw your reaction on YouTube from the first video, I was a kind of scared to say what could be going wrong. I don't know how Umagbanedo ne cannot be Umagbanedo, although in the actual sense, it's all the same word. Gele Umagbanedo ne. So, madam, please, that shouldn't be an issue. Tell anyone that is coming there to complain to you. They know why they are being summoned. You are not a shrine, but a church. Nobody should even bring such complaint to you. We all want the betterment of our land. And like I said before, we have been fighting this fight now for getting close to 1 year now. We have gone through a lot. We have never seen any Umagbanedo that has risen up to back us up with prayers from any ministry. We have been doing a lot and we are still on it. So for that reason, we wouldn't want any distraction from anyone. So this is a fight now. We have been fighting for so long, and we have also been praying along. So that's why I'm here, to make people to know that no one ever saw your ministry somewhere to say, let me copy it, or maybe it's a thing that was copied from Google. Never. Nothing of such. So that's why I'm here, to explain. So my people, now thank you. Now do well. Now one video when I see before, as I explain. When I saw it, although it was just a glance through, because I saw it was written Umagbanedo, the bloggers too, the way they will, title some message. Yeah, that's their job. So in fact, my attention was drawn to it, to say what is happening. So when I saw the way the lady was kind of her reaction, so I couldn't actually stay. I just continue to watch the video. The next thing, I just on my line wanted to talk to her. So that's why I now say, no, I really have to explain these things the way they are. Not because I just come out the other day to say, Umagbanedo Club. No. You understand? This group, this club, this movement, this progressive union has long been existing. It's just for all this period of time now, we have had all these problems on social media. That is why through my own program, that program is getting to 1 year we started now, dealing with all these issues, starting first of all from Beatrice Okbaika. So now this program that has been long going is getting close to 1 year now. So along the line, we now choose as a solid group, as a group that has long existed, like Umagbanedo Club. Let's bring it in. Because a lot of people on social media now, they don't know if this group has been there, if the club has been there. We call it club, we call it progressive union, we call it movement. It's for the betterment of Edo State. Most especially for other tribes that will think they just want to come or from wherever they are from, even from the great Benin Kingdom. Because these days, a lot of social media nuisance, they are all everywhere. We saw the way they have been trying because of social media. Because a lot of people can easily go crazy and get mad on social media, trying to toil with our own great kingdom. That's why we decided to reintroduce the club. And so far, as I'm speaking right now, no member of this club have even ever said since the club existed that there is another Umagbanedo somewhere. No one of us has ever come across such a name. If not, maybe somebody would have said before now. So there's nothing of such. So then I now say, okay, let me come out. You understand? After all of us, you are saying you are praying there. We too, we are equally praying here. And we are still fighting the way we can. We believe we can still fight our own fight. So we are all working towards the same cause. So anyhow you do your own there, shouldn't consign us here. Anyhow we do our own too. We choose to do it here too. Should it be anyone's business? So that's what I just come out to clarify, my people. Thank you all so much. So please share the video again, because that one I just cut it off somehow, and then I decided to come back. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. So it shouldn't be an issue at all. You know, if you say because then they call you Veronica self, not to talk of your own, this thing, we never saw it even up till now. No member of this organization is even a registered organization, Umagbanedo United Movement. So none of us has ever seen anything of such some way. Even when some people might even be thinking it's from this Togba we were saying, Umagbanedo, Gelegele Umagbanedo. No, it has long been there. It's not copied something or anything to create any disaster somewhere else. No. It's for the betterment of the great Benin Kingdom. And we have really been working hard. So that was why when I saw this lady's previous video from YouTube, her reaction over there, in fact, the thing almost got me annoyed immediately. That's why I on my video. Because this is a fight we have been fighting for 1 year now. It has not been easy for any one of us. So you don't just come out and start making reactions you don't know. When you know that names can be common. There's nothing that is unique in this world. You know, Gofi said that they call you Veronica, make me, I not config call my child Veronica. It's impossible. Huh? Or you come from Umagbanedo street, make my own street not come be Umagbanedo too. It's never done. Just anything, places, things, name it all. They can all have similar names. And we thank God Almighty also that at least there is this just ne. So that was a kind of a little, although it's the same word, Umagbanedo. 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 So that's just that. So please, madam, we are not in any way connected to your own ministry. Explaining them to that, and don't let that, in fact, just be any of your concern. Okay? We have been on this for a very long time now, and we wouldn't want any distraction. So thank you all so much. Please help me share the video. I hope this prophetess or a pastor will be able to come across this video. Thank you. Thank you all so much, my people. And a good night. God bless you. Thank you.